Hello, welcome to Old versus Young Reactions. I'm Sawyer with my dad, Mike.
Good day.
Today we've got Hot Rod Lincoln, and it's by, if I'd say this is a long name, Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. What a name for a band.
Yeah, they got pretty specific. This song, like most people have heard it, but it's not an everydayer, you know. But it's interesting. So let's listen to Commander Cody talking about that Hot Rod Lincoln.
Pappy said, son, you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that Hot Rod Lincoln. Have you heard the story of the hot rod race with the Fords and Lincolns was setting the pace? That story is true, I'm here to say I was driving that Model A. It's got a Lincoln motor and it's really souped up. That Model A body makes it look like a pup's. Got 8 cylinders and uses them all. Got overdrive, just won't stall. With a 4-barrel carb and a dual exhaust with 4 11 gears, you can really get lost. Got safety tubes, but I ain't scared. The brakes are good, tires fair. Pulled out of San Pedro late one night. The moon and the stars was shining bright. We was driving up Grapevine Hill, passing cars like they was standing still.
Those are some good lyrics.
Yeah. I stopped it a little bit early because it's a short song. So, but God, this reminds me of when I was a kid. My buddy was driving a car, and we were in the back of it, and it was his brother's car that he had built, and it was a Corvair.
Ooh.
With we got in the car to him and asked if he could shut the heat off, and he said it wasn't the heat, it was the engine. Coming through the car, and a couple of young ladies went zipping by us in a Camaro, and man, he dropped the pedal on that thing, and it exploded. We just took so when they say that, you know, telephone poles look like a picket fence, it's like, I know that feeling, and it's terrifying. But a lot of fun. And Commander Cody, he captures that feeling perfectly.
Yeah, captures it greatly. I love the lyrics say, like, just past the cars, they were like standing still.
Yep.
The brake's not good, but the engine's fine. I love that. I love how, like, the way it says, like that little Western feel into it.
Yeah.
And like that, it is a guitar, right? That goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That just adds on, and it gives you more of that, like, ooh, this is getting serious, kind of.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's such a great car song, you know?
Yeah.
In the good old days when they used to write songs about a car.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's a hot rod, too.
Yeah,
a hot
awesome.
rod car.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Tricking out an old
I'm
Lincoln.
from the young. I mean, I'm young, but hot rod cars are awesome.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, nowadays it's harder, you know. We were gearheads. Young guys now are tuners, they call them. And, but yeah, back when you could actually rebuild a car, before it had all the computerization, this is what it was like. This captures a moment in time in the late 70s. So let's check it out.
All of a sudden, in a wink of an eye, a Cadillac sedan passed us by and said, boys, it's a mark for me. By then, the taillight was all you could see. Now the fellas ribbed me for being behind, so I thought I'd make the Lincoln unwind. Took my foot off the gas, and man alive, I shoved it on down into overdrive. Wound it up to 110, my speedometer said that I hit top end. My foot was glued like lead to the floor, that's all there is, and there ain't no more. Now the boys all thought I lost my sense, and telephone poles looked like a picket fence. They said slow down, icy spots, the lines on the road just looked like dots. Took a corner, sideswiped the truck, crossed my fingers just for luck. My fenders was clicking the guardrail post, the guy beside me was white as a ghost. Smoke was coming from out of the back when I started to gain on that Cadillac. Knew I could catch him, I thought I could pass. Don't you know by then we'd be low on gas. We had flames coming from out of the side. Feel the tension, man, what a ride. I said, look out, boys, I got a license to fly. And that caddy pulled over and let us by. Now all of a sudden she started knocking down in the dip. She started to rock, and I looked in the mirror. Red light was blinking. The cops was after my hot rod Lincoln. They arrested me and they put me in jail, and they called my pappy to throw my bail. And he said, son, you're gonna drive me to drinking if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
job, Commander Cody.
Yeah, what a band. And I know, like, this is a band that didn't have, like, that many hits, but, like, for having, like, a great hit like this, they did it perfectly. This
Is one of those last forever songs.
Yeah.
Because as long as there's cars to drive, you get the feel. I mean, I've got a pretty fast car now, and
He's got a good car.
It's not... it's so different than the cars back then when you had really that American muscle, that real Detroit power, 8V cars that would just explode. And nowadays they'd seem slower, but back then it really was it was a feel. Being a muscle car guy, you had a particular way you looked at things when it came to cars.
Someone who will be driving soon, I won't be driving like this guy was in the song.
No.
I won't be doing that, even though this is funny. And what a name for a band, Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. I could see where George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, got the name for the clone from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great song. If they did have any other hits, people in the comments, please let us know. We'd love to see what they've got for us. Like always, this has been Old versus Young Reactions. I'm Sore with the Dad Mike. We'll see you all next time. Stop driving that hot rod Lincoln.
Music is love.
And we love music.